and welcome to another video. So today is wash day, and I thought it would actually be kind of fun to take you along my wash day, and walk you through how I decide what products to use and why I decide to use them. But before we get into it, I would like to add that the reason I have so many products is because of this channel. Prior to having this channel, I did not have that many products. I did have access to a lot of different products based on what salons that I worked at, what lines we carried, being a licensed professional and having access to professional products very easily. So I did have access to a lot of things, but my own personal collection has always been smaller and just a few different things to switch things up. I've never had this many products for my own personal use. So choosing products prior to this channel was a little bit different because I just didn't have as much to choose from. However, my way of deciding which thing I was going to use is still the same. And if you are new here, hi, my name is Michelle. I'm a licensed hairstylist with over 20 years of experience. And on this channel, I use those 20 years of experience to help you have healthy, happy hair. The first thing that I do when trying to determine the products to use on any given wash day is I need to know whether or not I am doing a specific video and I need to use a specific set of products or a specific type of products. And if I'm just washing my hair and not doing a specific video, then I generally start by assessing my hair to see exactly how it's feeling. And right now my hair is feeling really good. It's feeling pretty soft and maybe even just slightly on the verge of being over conditioned or over moisturized, so it could use a little bit of protein. So once I've determined that, then I determine what I'm going to use for shampoo and conditioner. And I don't really have a good setup here for me to be able to film myself choosing and shampooing my hair and conditioning my hair in the shower. So I will just let you know what products I'm going to be using, and then I will pop back here after my hair is washed and I will walk you through the process of selecting my styling products once I have my foundation of my clean and conditioned hair. So based on how my hair is feeling, I definitely want to start off with my Verb Ghost shampoo, just because like I said, I'm kind of on the verge of being over conditioned, and even though the Verb shampoo is not remotely drying on my hair, it is a little bit better for when my hair is kind of creeping towards having too much moisture. And the next thing that I'll select after the shampoo then is the conditioner, and right now I'm leaning towards the Moroccan Oil Moisture Repair Conditioner to get some added protein back into my hair. And that could potentially change in the shower. I start off with an idea of what I need for my shampoo, and usually after I've shampooed, I reassess my hair, I feel it, and see if it actually needs more protein or if it needs a little bit more moisture, and I go from there. That's kind of how I walk throughout my entire routine, is after each step I reassess my hair. But for right now, this is what I'm thinking is probably going to give me the best foundation going forward, is the Verb Ghost shampoo, the Moroccan Oil Moisture Repair Conditioner. If that changes, then when I come back on here after I have washed my hair, I will let you know what I used and why I used it, and then I will start walking you through my styling process, including which leave-in I choose. Okay, so I washed my hair and I did it just as I said I would with the Verb Ghost shampoo, and then I used my Moroccan Oil Moisture Repair Conditioner. And now I'm still feeling like my hair could use a little bit of protein. And so that is the next thing that I kind of consider if I'm not doing a specific video for the channel. So a couple of options that I have here, I can either go with something that is tried and true, and I can use these two right here. And then I oftentimes follow this one up with another stronger gel, like the Biolage Gelée has worked really well. Or the other thing that I've discovered is that this works really well with the Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic Curl Stimulator. It works really well with that. And I think I've also tried this with the Orange Marmalade as well, and that makes for a good combination. So I can either go with something that I already know works really well, or I can go with an experiment. And since I don't have really any place special I need to be where I need to really rely on a certain product to make sure that my hair looks super good, I'm gonna go ahead and do some experimenting. So I haven't used the Briogeo line much since I have reviewed it, and I really want to try this defining cream with a different gel. I didn't like the Briogeo altogether, but I did think that they would really be good separately tried with different brands. So I'm going to try the, like I said, I'm going to use the Curl Charisma defining cream, and I'm going to pair that with my Biolage Gelée just because I know exactly how this performs and what this does for me. So combining it with that defining cream is going to make for kind of an experiment where I'll be able to really figure out which product is doing what. So I am going to put these two together. And then now that I have chosen my stylers, I will choose my leave-in. That might seem a little bit backwards, but I kind of do that when I am, again, not filming something specific for a video. I find that choosing my stylers and figuring out what their protein content is or lack thereof really helps me to determine what kind of leave-in I need to put in my hair. So I will meet you in the bathroom and show you what leave-in I'm choosing because the leave-in that I want is in my shower. The leave-in I decided to go with is going to be the Curlsmith Curl Conditioning Oil and Cream, and I don't usually use a whole lot of this at one time. However, I have used this quite a bit. It is a much loved product, and I'm just going to go ahead and emulsify that in between there. And literally all I did is kind of dipped my finger in and got a little bit on there. And I find that a little goes a long way with this, but I decided to do this to put a little bit of moisture underneath all of that protein. Even though my hair does need protein, I also don't want to get to the point where it's too much protein. And I know from when I reviewed the Briogeo line that it is just, it's got a lot in there. So this is just going to help to keep both the moisture and the protein that I need in my hair. And my hair no longer feels completely over conditioned anyway. So doing this and then going with that protein the protein curl cream is definitely going to help with keeping my hair nicely balanced and very happy on both fronts of moisture and protein for my hair. For everybody's hair, that's something different. Everybody's hair needs at least a little bit of protein and everybody's hair needs moisture. How much you need of each is vastly different from person to person and can be different from day to day depending on what you do with your hair and what products you use, what it's been exposed to, that kind of thing. So anyway, now that I have this in, I'm gonna go ahead and brush through it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and brush through my hair really quick just to evenly distribute that leave-in conditioner. And that's the other thing that I really like about this leave-in is it just has great slip and I can run the brush through it really easily. Of course, I did also detangle prior to getting into the shower, and I ran a brush through my hair when I had conditioner on it when I was in the shower. And now I'm just gonna go through and I'm going to apply the products like I usually do, and I'm going to apply in sections and then brush style my hair. Then I will put the gel in after that. So I'll show a little bit of this and I'll put in timestamps so you can skip ahead and not watch this part since you've seen me do this several times. This is the technique that I really much prefer doing on my hair. I like doing this for reviews as well, just because then that way I can see if the results that I'm getting are because of the product or because of the technique. Like I don't want the technique to mess up my experiment. I want to make sure that it's the products that are giving me those results. So that's why I do it the same way, but it is also the way that I do it even when I'm not doing videos. I just really prefer to use a brush to style my hair and put in the gel afterwards. So I'm just gonna continue brush styling my hair like this all the way through, and then I will come back on camera and show you the rest of the product application prior to diffusing. Curl cream is in, so now it is time to add the gel. and I'm gonna put a decent sized blob and then just start glazing it over like I usually do, and kind of gently scrunching it in, mostly just to get it distributed, not so much to really aggressively scrunch everything. And I'm just going to continue this kind of all the way around my head, making sure I have all of my hair nice and coated. And then I also flip my head upside down and follow the same procedure where I glaze over and scrunch it in. Time for the last product, which is going to be my Aquage working spray. And I'm just going to get some spritzes over there. And then I'm going to flip upside down and spray there as well. And I will be back after diffusing to show you the results. Here are the diffused results of my hair experiment. And I'll give you a close up and you can see that I don't have a whole lot of frizz and everything is looking really good so far. And I don't really have too much of a cast, just a little bit of a one. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Verb Ghost Oil, just one pump, and do what I normally do and just kind of smooth it over. And then with the little bit that's left on my hands, just go ahead and start scrunching out whatever little bit of a cast that I have. Now we're scrunched and fluffed and I am absolutely loving these results. I have some great volume, which is amazing because in the last couple of videos I've been kind of complaining about the lack of volume that my hair has because it's gotten really long and it needs a haircut. So I'm really loving the volume that this gave me, and I know with the gel that I used and the hairspray that I used, that this is going to be something that gives me some longevity. My hair feels amazing. It doesn't feel like it's on the verge of being over conditioned anymore, but it also doesn't feel like I have too much protein in it. So I definitely got the balance right there. My hair is nice and shiny. My curls are nice and bouncy. My hair feels really light. I am loving this whole combination. This is definitely something that I will be using again. And this is basically how I go about determining what products I'm going to put in my hair. It's usually based on whatever my hair is telling me it needs. If there isn't some other requirement that needs to be met, meaning like a video, or if I have a special occasion and I need my hair to reliably turn out, then I'll go and use one of my product combinations that I know gives me reliable results every single time. But when I am just playing around and experimenting with all of the different products that I have, because why have so many products if I'm not going to experiment and play around? So that's what I like to do. I like to give it what it needs. The other thing to take into consideration is kind of the look that you're going for. And that's one of the things that you learn when you start experimenting with different products, is which products give you what results that you like. And then you can try to match things up according to that and see what you get. Sometimes you get what you are looking for. Sometimes the results will surprise you and you wind up with something better. Other times it'll surprise you going the other way and you wind up with something you don't like. But if you're always kind of paying attention to what your hair is needing and giving your hair what it is needing, you're usually going to be on the right path, because at least then you'll have a nice balanced foundation as you go through your routine. Hopefully you found this video helpful, or you just enjoyed walking along with me in the process to try to determine what the heck I was going to put on my hair today. Either way, if you like this video, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.